Blueprint of Miracles. Create the desired future you by learning the secrets of creating miracles in day-to-day life by Dr. Pushpa Nagrani.
This book has been recorded in 4 volumes. Volume 3.
Page 215. Miracle of going beyond the past. Want to create miracles and live a blessed life? Then you need to let go of the past memories of pain, hurt, or any kind of poverty that you have ever suffered. I mean, all the hurt, whether it has been caused by any wrong choices that you have made, consciously or unconsciously, or there seems to be an outside factor. Just learn your lesson or awareness that you achieved through that experience. But do not cling to the incidents or any negative emotion. Forgive yourself and forgive the people associated with that pain or hurt and let go. It simply means do not carry the baggage of past hurts in your sight. If you are unhappy, hurt, and unsuccessful in any aspect of your life, you have to look within your personal mind world and see what is beneath the surface that is holding you in the field of negative experiences. Try to find out very sincerely that if you are still carrying the negative energy of torments of your past that is showing its colors in your present life, are you still living the nightmares of the shattered dreams of past? Are the shadowy figures from your past life experiences still chasing you into the dark caves of your sight? Are you willing to create a much more positive and empowering present and future for yourself? If the answer is yes, make this choice in this moment in time and take the decision now and make a sincere commitment to enter into the world land of miracles. Page 216. Remember that here and now or never is the law of nature. The life-searching question to which I want to draw your attention is very essential if you want to learn the art of creating miracles and blessings in your life. The point is, why entangle yourself in the web of negative energy of your past life experiences? Why not create a much happier and satisfying life in the here and now? In this very moment, you are linked with the creative center of the universe, where you will be able to realize all your dreams that will serve for your highest good. Present moments hold the keys to the doorways to the landscape of miracles. To clear the way for the miracles, the identification with the past memories and values have to be consumed in the fire of your true essence. You have to go beyond the concept and energy of creating the replica of your past experiences. You have to learn to unfold into your ancient depths of soul center. It is the only way to rediscover and reconnect with your primordial soul center. This reconnection with your primal self will change and transform your whole life. You will learn to override the control of old convictions and ideals of social and cultural values. You will not be servant of your many personality selves, but instead you will be able to learn to control and transform these many fragmented selves of your higher growth. You will become in charge of your own destiny. You will be able to create a higher and empowering destiny for yourself. 217. You will learn to create the realities of life that will represent your primal identity, and the radiance of your true essence will be reflected into your day-to-day life. Each moment can be experienced as new by unfolding into the natural rhythm of nature. Each new moment can bring us the wonderful and enigmatic experiences of life, expressing the true plan of grand scheme of things. We don't have to experience the photocopies of the past. That is what we do most of the time. We are experiencing same themes again and again. Only the colors and shades have been changed, but the essence remains the same. Our life experiences are stuck on the loop and tape, playing same tune over and over and forever. But remember, it does not have to be this way. That is the way of ego, but we have a choice whether we follow our ego or our essence self. We have the potential to experience the various higher spectrums of the majesty of life. We don't have to create new clones of the old blueprints of life. That is what we are doing most of the time, but without being aware of its negative impact in our lives. It is our old belief system that is creating the future as the replica of past. Old beliefs and values act like the molds and recreate the copies of some outdated life themes. In doing that, you are not going forward into the higher spectrums of your being, but instead you are staining your future with old casts and dyes of your outdated personalities. Page 218. But there is another way to experience life, where we can enter into the enigmatic process of life. We have to let go of our identification with our past experiences and values. We have to let go of our identification with the many masks that we wear to play various roles in our lives. Due to this identification, we are carrying and regenerating the negative images that we carry about ourselves into our future life experiences as well. The shadows of the past are keeping us locked in the dark valleys of many personality selves. When you let go of the old memories, meaning that you do not identify with these, you can learn to live in the present as it happening in here and now. You can learn to experience each unfolding moment with your full participation. It means have to learn to experience all that is happening in your life with your alive and true sacred presence. It is only then that you can enjoy the totality of the experience by being able to explore its true meaning and purpose in your life. By doing so, your present becomes free from the solidified memories of past. Your life energies can become purified and gain necessary fluidity to create a higher and empowering future. Your future is created as new and not as the replica of the past beliefs and memories. Remember that in each new moment, you have access to all the necessary resources and power within your own inner being, and it is a blessing of the gracious universe that has been already given to all of us, so that we can create any reality of life independent of our past. Old beliefs and values will lose hold on you and cannot regenerate themselves in your present and or future. The only secret is that you have to learn to live your life as your higher self. Page 219. This strategy can transform your whole life. You will become totally free. It is because your energy has changed and it provides many new opportunities to enter into the new and higher field of your life experiences. You will be able to create a new and empowering present and future. You do not even need to plan the future in great detail or with fixed ideas, because blessings and miracles will begin to happen in accordance with change in the state of your consciousness. It is because when you are radiating high and pure frequency vibrations in the cosmic sea in the present moment, it takes care of the future. The energy of the present moment takes you into the next moment as it happening in the heart of the cosmos. It is also because you are not carrying the past negative memories in your future field of experiences, because you are always living in the present moment. So when you enter into the future landscape of life, you are already free from the ties that bind you to the past, present, and or the future. That is how the soul lives in the higher realms of universe. It is not bound by its past, present, or future. It always lives in the present, in here and now. In the higher realms, everything is experienced in here and now. It is the timeless zone, or you can say it is beyond the limitations of so-called time, as we experience in our third dimensional reality. As such, soul creates new realities in each new moment as it is unfolding in the heart of the grand plan. It is free, and that is why you must remember that you are soul and you are free. Page 220. We do not have to go into the higher dimensions of the universe to be free and enjoy our soul freedom. We can do that in this lifetime, in here and now. In fact, one of the great mystics of India, Kabir, said that whatever is the state of your conscious now, it will be same when you make transitions to the astral plane. So if you learn to be free now, and if you learn to live with soul freedom now in this lifetime, then you will be able to enter into the dimensions of the universe where you will be able to enjoy the same freedom. Read this paragraph very carefully and contemplate on it so you understand it very clearly. When you achieve that state of consciousness of true soul freedom, you are not bound to the laws of lower world. Not only that, you can create any reality of life, totally independent of the previous one, but you can also learn to live your life by the law of fourth, fifth, or even sixth dimension of pure light and love. You are the conscious creator and the source of your life. It gives you total power and freedom. Our external life is the reflection of our own reality of the inner worlds. When you become free, you will radiate that freedom in the universe. Your life experiences will also express your freedom from any outside sources. Remember, as your higher self, you are the experience and the one who is experiencing the life. It is because all our experiences are reflection of our own inner state of consciousness, and it is our own energy that makes it materialize it in our external life. Also understand that when you become one with your own divinity, then you also become one with the universe as well. There is no separation. 221. Whole universe belongs to you and obeys you. But the paradox is that in state of consciousness, you will become totally free from any bonds of the lower worlds. There is no pull of illusion and your heart beats as one with the heart of divine. So your wants and desires automatically becomes in tune with the great scheme of things, a place where you are at complete peace and harmony with yourselves and the universe. This is the blessing that we can transform all that we have been identifying with so far. We can learn to live our lives with our higher senses. Replace your negative thoughts with the empowering positive thoughts. Learn to sit down in silence and connect with your higher self. Meditation is the only way to achieve that state of consciousness. Meditation is a means for reconnecting with your true essence. Your true essence is your primal identity. In your true essence, you are linked with your primordial source. When you sit down in meditation, simply ask your higher self to give you the guidance to live your life with your higher senses. Your mind will start to wander, but do not worry. To start with, you can meditate by following the guided meditation recordings, or you can just play some soft and soothing music and keep repeating some empowering soul thoughts. I have given some thoughts for affirmations in this book. You can try these. Once you have made your link with your true essence, it will bring you the higher experiences of life, and these will validate your new beliefs and thoughts. Another way it works is that by not paying attention to old negative thoughts, these will lose their hold on you. It is because you are not nurturing your old mindsets and beliefs. They will start to lose energy and will die out. Page 222. Remember that thoughts in themselves have no energy of their own. It is your attitude and emotions that you attach to them that gives life to them. Once you stop identifying with them and replace the space thus created with the positive and empowering thoughts, you will become free to live your life with your new higher thoughts. Your higher self is always trying to show you new pathways of light and love. Our soul self is always guiding us towards the direction of our deeper truth. We cannot see that due to our limited belief system. Today you have picked up this book and have come across the idea of your soul self. It means you are already becoming aware of your inner truth. On some level, you have become aware of the existence of the grace of universe, and you have allowed yourself to seek the higher meaning of life. That is why universe has made it possible for you to rediscover that idea in this book. I am saying that rediscover it because in our true essence, we already know what our deeper truth and higher purpose is. It only needs to be filtered and integrated into day-to-day conscious awareness, so we can transform our lives consciously instead of living at the mercy of random thoughts and old negative beliefs and values. It is a validation that your higher self and universe is supporting you in seeking the true meaning of life and to live your life with abundance and joy. Affirmations. I am soul, and as soul, I always live in the present moment. Page 223. Each new moment of life is bringing me more happiness and joy. Each new moment is bringing new opportunities in my life. Each new moment fills my heart with trust and faith. Each new moment is helping me to create realities of more light and love in my life. I am soul, and as soul, I have an inner knowing that I can create a future independent of my past. I am learning to let go of all negative past memories and their influences. In each moment, I am learning to live my life as new. I am learning to release my past experiences into the vastness of my soul self. I am releasing the negative energy of hurtful past life events into vastness of my soul self. I am learning to release all my negative beliefs and values that are not serving my highest good. I am learning to adapt new positive empowering beliefs and values in my everyday life. I am learning to let go my attachments to my old negative opinions and replacing these with my soul light and love. Every day, in every way, I am becoming much more relaxed and flexible in my life. I am learning to step into the landscape of miracles. Page 224. Touch that heals and recognizes. I am soul, and inherent in my soul self is a sacred memory of a primordial touch in which I am learning to touch all life with tenderness and love. It is touch of healing, which initiates inner healing in its presence. In the gentle warmth of my soul touch, all the boundaries of separation from universe are dissolving. In my soul vastness, I am learning to touch all the experiences of my life with love and acceptance. This true me is teaching me to behold everything and everyone with an ancient recognition which goes beyond the personality and ego into soul warmth and gentleness. In this loving kindness, all the distances and differences are allowed to meet the edgeless embrace of cosmos. Fill your heart with compassion for all. Feel as if your footsteps are filled with loving kindness for all. Know that whatever you touch will be healed in light and love. Page 225. In the luminosity of soul self, all that negativity is transformed into divine light of love. Page 226. Transforming negative into positive. I am soul, and in my soul center, I have all the resources to transform my negative thoughts and actions into positive. In my soul shelter and confidence, I am discovering a new self-worth and security in my own inner being. All my energy fields are finding a new intimacy with the unconditional love inherent in the universe. In this heightened state of consciousness, all the fog and mist of negativity is being transformed into light and love. In my soul self, I am learning to replace the negative thoughts, actions, and emotions with the miracle of love. Today, use a new positive word which you do not use regularly, like I am very happy, I am really feeling good today. When you become more used to this meditation, choose another new positive word and add more dimensions to your happiness. Page 227. Miracle of Power of Thoughts. Transforming negative thoughts and tendencies into positive, empowering attitudes. The first step on the path of creating miracles in your life is to understand the power of thoughts. Thoughts are not just thoughts. Thoughts are units of energy. Thought has core center, the energy center, which has its light, sound, and color. It has its own specific frequency vibrations that are being transmitted in the surrounding. Due to its radiance, a very special type of energy field is created. It is called thought field. Every thought field has all the core elements, and as such, all the information about the source is present in it. All the elements are vibrant, active, and are interacting with the surrounding thought fields. All thought fields influence and have impact on the source self and as well the surrounding. The vibrations radiated from each thought not only affect our own energy field and world, but these travel and influence the whole universe. Everything and everyone is affected by this in some way or the other, but it is very complicated and subtle process. It is beyond the understanding of our human rational mind. We all need to understand that every thought you have is a power in itself. It does not matter how small or irrelevant the thought appears at first. That one single thought might be the beginning of a very big and profound step of your life. So take your thoughts very seriously and always be very careful about what you think. Page 228. Your thoughts are very special in the sense that besides the great energy, they also carry the vital information in their central core. Each thought carries all the information about us in every detail. You can call it your personal microchip embedded with all your secrets in great details. For example, it gives the message to the universe and everyone you come in contact with about who you truly are, what your tendencies are, what is the hidden agenda underneath the surface, what you really want, what your fears, beliefs, and values are. Are you operating as your ego or as your higher self? Your thoughts give all the necessary information to the universal life force about the things or whatever you desire. And what is motive behind in obtaining those things or whatever you want? It is very important factor which decides what you will create in your life. Your thoughts and tendencies also designate and decides how you will experience life. It will not be evident in the beginning that what you are thinking is going to change your life. It is due to the fact that it takes certain specific amount, that is optimum energy, to manifest a specific event in your life. This certain specific optimum amount varies according to the desired object. This is called critical mass. When the amount of energy reaches to a specific required amount, that is its critical mass, it takes off and will manifest itself in your life. It is very important to understand that we cannot stop it from manifesting in our life at that stage, because once the critical mass has reached, the cycle starts and it has to manifest in the specific form or event. Page 229. Page 229. And it is because all the necessary forces have come together and are so tightly interlinked and connected with each other in such an intricate fashion that at this stage it is not possible to change the course or stop it. There is another factor at work here. That is, the tremendous force of energy that has fueled up is boundless. The necessary charge is already built in it, and it has to surface up to realize its potential and purpose. You cannot suppress the energy for long at this stage. It is best to go with the flow and let it find its own course. That is why always be very careful what you think. Due to all these factors, do not think what you do not want in your life. Always think positive and empowering thoughts, and only think about what you really want. Where do these thoughts come from? It is imperative to understand this important fact, because by doing so, you can take control and transform your life completely. Why do you think what you think? Why and how your thoughts keep changing constantly? Why all of a sudden you get certain empowering or negative thoughts, and sometimes it changes your life for better or worse? You might ask at this stage where these thoughts come from. There are many sources from which we receive the inspiration for our thoughts. There are various factors which influence your thoughts. You must understand at this stage that there are many trillions of thoughts floating into our universe. Various thoughts that are floating around us are units of energy and information. Page 230. And as such, all the thoughts which are floating are vibrating with their own specific frequencies. You can only tune into thoughts which are operating within your own frequency range. In simple words, you will only be able to understand the thoughts according to your state of consciousness. It is imperative to understand that our state of consciousness is not static. It is a forever changing flow of energy. These changes are brought due to our ever-changing thoughts and focus. Our universe is a conscious primal energy source. It receives thoughts as particles of energy from the primal source of creation. There are many spectrums and dimensions in the heart of the primal source. All these contribute to the various thoughts that are floating in our universe. These thoughts are affecting our lives in many different ways. We can only link up with the thoughts that we are ready to receive. This readiness depends on the state of our consciousness. The thoughts that are outside our frequency range will go unnoticed. We cannot magnetize the thoughts outside our own frequency spectrum, as we have not developed the energy receptor that can attract these new experiences in our lives. What our mind does not recognize, eyes cannot see. Our mind acts as a very subtle filter of energy and scans and every thought before letting it enter into our field of experience. It is like a security system, stopping the unwelcome intruders beyond our limited individual fences that we have created with our values and beliefs. The downside is that it even stops the wise and friendly guests as well. Page 231. It is only due to mistaken identity, meaning the ego self. To receive higher thoughts of light and love, joy and bliss, and miracles, all we have to do is put in place the right type of filters. It is so that the appropriate, meaning higher and empowering particles of energy can enter into our field of experiences. The other source is the universal mind and body. It holds all our emotions, beliefs, and values. All the minds act as one on the higher level of existence. What is the universal mind? Our universe is alive and vibrant and is functioning at a collective level as one unit. Although we are all separate individuals working in our own specific frequencies and ways, yet we are all interlinked and connected with each other through this one universal collective mind. All the energy patterns that exist in our world are stored in the common universal energy pool. In this collective universal mind, many trillions and zillions of thoughts are floating around constantly. According to your state of consciousness, you are drawn to these thoughts. It is due to the fact that thoughts are energy units containing specific information, and you will magnetize those that are vibrating within your own frequency range. Our response to this energy pool are greatly influenced by our tendencies, various beliefs and values. But all this is happening in a very subtle frequency form, so it is invisible, and we are not consciously aware of it. But on subconscious level, we are all totally aware of all these thoughts and the process of energy exchange. Page 232. As our higher selves, we are all aware of this constant energy exchange. There is another force at work here, and it is that this energy has two components: electric and magnetic fields. This magnetic power attracts the similar energy fields together. By doing so, it brings the same kinds of events in your life. Our universe works by the process of synchronization. It weaves a web of energy lines with the similar and compatible frequencies in one common field of energy particles, so that it can manifest the desired outcomes of the participant in an instant. It works impartially for both positive and negative energy vibrations. Another source is your own thoughts from your multidimensional reality. On your physical level, you are always thinking about something or the other, and most of the times it is about your day-to-day concerns. Many times it is nothing very important or nothing that really concerns you. It could be something that you have heard or read somewhere, and unconsciously you start to think about it. We usually tend to think about the negative thoughts. Our mental chatter is usually about talking with people who we are connected with in our everyday life. It could be that you heard someone say it and you were very offended by it, or might be that someone passed an unkind judgment about you and it keeps surfacing up. It is suppressed negative energy that keeps coming up into your awareness to tell you that you need to work at it. One important factor to remember is that it is your own state of consciousness which attracts these thoughts. Page 233. So, you are the magnetizing force behind it. We need to become aware of this fact. Our state of consciousness is also dependent on our tendencies, beliefs, and values. It depends on what we think about ourselves, how we value ourselves, how much we honor ourselves. All these thoughts are acting as the origin of your various thoughts. Never ever forget that we are beings of energy, and our energy dynamics is an open-ended process. There is a constant energy exchange with our surroundings. The exchange is a vital part of our energy dynamics that regulates our lives on many levels of our multidimensional existence and experiences. All our life events represent the outcome of energy interaction and interplay between our own energy field and our surroundings. This interaction is happening with all the people we meet in whatever context that is, at our homes, workplace, etc. Where you live, work, and the places you visit all influence your energy flow and the vibrations of particles in your various energy fields. Even the people you just come across while traveling from place to place are playing some role in influencing your energy fields. It does not matter whether you take notice of them or not. Verbal communication is not necessary for the energy exchange. In fact, most of the energy dynamics is happening in very subtle, fine, and invisible way. 134. There is a constant flow of new energy particles in our field of experiences. We are like two-way interacting energy systems. We are receiving vibrations from all around us, and at the same time, we are transmitting vibrations like radio waves in our surroundings. These vibrations carry all the information about us, and these are available to all of us who can tap into these. You can imagine it like a TV station who transmits waves carrying the necessary information of sound, light, and colors of all the programs it runs from its base. A suitable receiver can translate these waves back into the original program. In the same way, we are sending our specific programs in the air. It has all the information about your beliefs, values, and tendencies. All minute details about you are being transmitted constantly in the air. Each cell and particle of your body is disclosing its emotions, pain, pleasures, guilt, anger, and any other emotion that are part of your life experiences throughout the whole universe. We all have capability of deciphering this information that is floating in our universal energy ocean. But we usually take notice of the ones that are in harmony with our own vibrations. Others go unnoticed unless you have learned to sense the energy of the others. For example, when you are experiencing any negative emotions and your mental chatter is negative, you will send negative vibrations in the surrounding, and these enter into a common universal pool. It happens in an instant. Now, the effect will be that all the people who are thinking negative like you will catch your vibrations through their receivers. Page 235. A spark will light up in their energy field. Recognition starts, and in an instant, they will transmit back to you their own emotions through sympathetic acknowledgement. As soon as you receive these, because these are in tune with your own experiences, Many sparks are fueled in your energy field. These, in a way, validate your emotions, and so somehow you feel very justified. It is because the information you have received reinforces your beliefs and also adds more energy to your negative emotions. Not only that, by creating a bond of sympathy with others who have similar feelings, you set up a magnetic field in motion that will bring many people in your life who are in the same boat as you are. As such, you will magnetize more negative experiences in your life. But you are not aware of the process. So when things start to go wrong, it makes you wonder, why is everything going wrong? So be aware of your thoughts, because whatever you think, that is what you manifest in your life. If your thoughts are, my life is very difficult, life is very hard and I am a failure, I am unhappy, I am fed up, I am sick, I am suffering, I am running out of luck, I have always been unlucky, I am depressed, and so on and so forth. Page 236. By the law of focus and expectations, you will create more of the same experiences in your life. It is a vicious cycle, and it feeds on itself. Once it reaches the critical mass, it can only grow and can go on growing forever and ever. It becomes magnified by repetition and by the reinforcement with the energy from the universal pool. And you can get caught in the loop of negative experiences of suffering, pain, and torment all your life. But the good news and the miracle is that you can consciously take control of your negative thoughts and tendencies and transform your life. On the same token, you can learn to have positive and empowering thoughts so you can break the cycle of negative loop. It is a process, and one thing is sure, that it is possible to transform your negative thoughts and tendencies into positive, empowering ones. Each one of us can do it, and there is no exception to it. If you think positive, you will be sending positive messages to your higher self and the universe. Your higher self and universe work together, and these will bring you the joyous and happier events in your life. Remember that the universe and your higher self can only bring you what you are ready to receive. Once you make a decision to live your life from a higher perspective, the energy starts to change instantly. Our energy dynamics is very sensitive, and it responds to our every single thought and intent. There is another very important factor that you should be aware of, and it is that not only you are making your life full of suffering and pain due to your negative thoughts and tendencies, but you are also adding more negative vibrations in the universal pool. By doing so, you are also reinforcing negative events in the universe on the whole. Page 237. So those who are already vulnerable and at the threshold of doing something negative, when they receive negative particles from the universal pool, they will be supported in their endeavor by your contribution. You are participating in creating a world where more and more people suffer from the lower spectrums of energy. Feelings of guilt, anger, jealousy, hatred, judgment and resentment, violence are all negative attitude and tendencies. In a way, when a negative event happens in our universe, in some unconscious and invisible way, we have all contributed towards it by our own negative thoughts. It is due to the fact that energy that we all radiate in the universe is liquid and free-flowing, and it follows the path of least resistance. The people who are vulnerable and weak act as a conduit and play it out on the stage of the world. Most of us think what this world is coming to and wonder how can some people do the things they are doing. Nothing happens in isolation. In some invisible and in some conscious or unconscious way, we are all participants in whatever happens in our world. We are not only a witness to it, but on some deeper level, we are also responsible to a certain extent in creating our outside world, whether it is positive and empowering or it is negative and destructive. If we all learn to think and act positively in an empowering way, our lives and world can become a place of peace and harmony. Page 238. Know that if you are at peace with yourself and life, you will contribute towards the peace in the world. That is why mystics have said, change your attitude, tendencies, and thoughts, and world around you will change by itself. So be careful about what kind of tendencies and thoughts you hold true in your psyche and mind. If you feel your life is filled with true riches and abundance, that gives the message to your higher self and the universe that you expect abundance and riches of life. You are transmitting the vibrations in the universe that you have an inner knowing and trust that you deserve good things in your life. This attitude of abundance and feeling good brings you more of the same things in your life. If you are suffering scarcity and lack in any aspect of your life, learn to change your negative attitudes, tendencies, and thoughts into positive and empowering ones that will energize your aura and create greater magnetic field. This will energize your aura and create greater magnetic field around you that will draw abundance and joy in your life. We live our lives guided by our negative personality, tendencies, and traits. According to our negative tendencies, we choose certain beliefs and values. Negative tendencies and traits manifest in form of negative life events. If you want to create happy realities in your life, you need to look at your life from a higher and deeper perspective. Remember that you are not your personality and or negative tendencies. Your reality is far greater than any values and beliefs that you exercise to experience life. Page 239. The challenge is to choose positive beliefs and values so that you can create loving and joyous realities in your life. Positive and empowering choices will help you to manifest abundance and joyous events in your life. All events of your life are the results of the choices you have made in past. What you have in your life is due to decisions that you have made yourself at some stage in your life. Although you might not be consciously aware of this fact, we think we are prisoners of some insurmountable outside force. But it is not true. In fact, we are the prisoners of our own thoughts and tendencies. Negative thoughts and tendencies create a heavy and dense fog of energy around us. This energy is also embedded within our aura. So our aura and field of life experiences become impenetrable. We get cut off from the flow of primal energy, and that is why we become enclosed within our negative field of energy. It feels like a prison. So in fact, unknowingly, due to our own ignorance of the laws of primal forces, we have imprisoned ourselves. Remember, you are in control all the time. You have the keys to open that prison door and walk out into a higher reality of happiness and abundance. Learn to sit down in silence and meditate. Go deeper into your values and beliefs. Explore the dynamics and true cause of your negative tendencies and beliefs. All our personality traits and tendencies are like metaphors. There is always a deeper aspect to what we do and think. What is our attitude towards life has a deeper meaning and reason buried inside. So learn to go beyond your little self and discover energy beneath the surface of your negative behavior and attitudes. Page 240. When you explore your beliefs and values, you will know more about your own role in what you are experiencing in your life at present. You will also become aware of as to how far your previous life experiences been your own creation rather than some outside force. When you learn to enter into the depth of your tendencies and thoughts, you will be able to peel off many layers of masks that you have used to play various roles in your life. It is like shedding old skin to discover the true and new you. And by doing so, you can release the energy that is trapped into your aura. It is the new you, and at the same time, it is your original and ancient truth. It is rediscovery of your own true and ancient belonging. Once that trapped energy is free, you can use that energy to create new and empowering realities in your life. And the magic and the beauty is that this new reality will be expression and expansion of your true belonging and original truth. It is true blessing and the greatest miracle of life that anyone can ever experience. By exploring your tendencies and thoughts, you can discover many spectrums of your being that you are unaware of. This will help you to discover your inner resources so you can realize your true potential. You will be linked with the vastness and wisdom of your own true essence. This process will enable you to transfigure negative tendencies and beliefs into positive and empowering ones. It will give you strength and courage to withstand the storms of life that you have created by following your negative tendencies. Page 241. So always know and remember that there are infinite number of possibilities open to all of us, and it is up to us to create the right environment to avail the ones that are best suited for our highest good and growth. It is up to you now to take the plunge and try new and empowering strategies in your life to create what you truly desire. All your life, you have already tried the old ways, and you are already aware of the consequences. So, be brave and experiment with new, higher and empowering thoughts, because you have nothing to lose. Many of us resolve to addiction to get away from pain and suffering of life. But in fact, these compulsive tendencies are also very negative and destructive, and you will never ever resolve any pain and suffering of your life through any kind of addiction. Giving into any kind of addiction, in a way, is an escape strategy, and it only brings much more suffering. It is a fact that you cannot release the pressures and stresses of life by any drug or any other addiction. Remember that when any area of your life is in pain and suffering, it demands that you take control of your life and resolve the issue. So until you do that, you will never be truly happy and or fulfilled. The landscape of addiction is a land of mirage, and all what you think you are gaining, it will soon vanish in front of your very eyes. When you feel you are happy behind the veil of addiction, remember that you are only numbing your sense, and so you do not feel or see the reality of your pain and suffering. It never works. Remember and understand that the pain and suffering has not gone anywhere, but instead it is suppressed deep in your psyche. Page 242. So we think it is non-existent, but remember that it is very much alive, and beneath the iceberg of our addiction, it is slowly destroying our life. It will even claim any chance that you have of making your life happy and peaceful. It will totally consume you by destroying everything you love so dearly. Addiction and obsession in any aspect of life represent our fragmented and denied paths. This is symbolic of unresolved issues. Until we resolve the issue, we cannot create abundance and joy in our lives. Until you are a prisoner of any of your addictions, you can never create any miracles in your life. It is imperative to come out of your addiction. Embrace the part of you that is in pain with loving kindness and compassion, so you can live a life of peace and harmony. It is fundamental to your own well-being in all aspects of your life that you take control of your life. Learn to link up with your true essence, and by doing so, you will be guided and protected in your life journey. And so you will be able to create happy life events. You will be able to manifest miracles in your life. Your life will also be filled with many blessings from the universe. To enjoy a blessed and gratifying life, it is very important to change your beliefs and values. You need to replace your negative thoughts by changing with the positive and empowering thoughts. Remember that if you suppress your negative thoughts and beliefs, these will keep reappearing, and it will be very difficult to let go of your negative thoughts. Page 243. It is because your mind needs to hold on to something, and when you remove your old thoughts, a space is created. It is because our mind does not like emptiness. So as soon as some space is created, it tries to fill it up with whatever is available to it. And you will probably remember that mind does not understand what is good or bad. And because you have nothing to replace it, your mind will get hold of your previous negative thoughts and beliefs. So we need to learn to harness its power by playing its own game. Give it something to keep it occupied, which can also help you to grow. It will help you to create abundance and joy in your life. It will help you to create miracles in your life. If you do not replace negative thoughts with positive, empowering thoughts, it becomes very difficult for you to let go of your negative thoughts and beliefs. That is why it is essential to replace all the negative words you use in your life with positive words and phrases. It is so that your mind can have something to hold on it. Not only that, you have to learn to create positive, empowering situations in your life. And for that, you need to make positive and higher thoughts and phrases your way of life. It is the only way to make it easy for you to create the positive and happy realities in your life. Replace your negative tendencies and thoughts with positive and empowering ones. There are few examples in this book. Try to find positive thoughts for replacement of your own particular negative thoughts. The ones you like, because those would work better for you. Page 244. You can also do meditation given in the beginning of each chapter. You can also use the empowering affirmation ideas as suggested in few chapters. Each day, choose one positive thought or a phrase. Keep that in your awareness all day. Try to use it as many times as possible so it becomes part of your day-to-day communication. You will have to find out positive alternative to your own thoughts and make sure that you are using new, positive and empowering thoughts to replace your old negative beliefs and values. Page 245. Living life as soul makes it possible to recognize that all experience of life are divine blessings. Page 246. Blessing all the experiences of life. I am soul, an eternal being of light, journeying through the dark valleys of Maya, where all experiences of life are so designed that I can discover a new and expansive me in ever-flowing flux of cosmos. It is where new is appearing moment to moment in the embrace of old, and old is disappearing into the edgeless vastness of the universe. I am learning to float in harmony with the cosmic rhythm, to dwell in my luminous center. In this new land of vastness, I am embracing all experiences of my life with a blessing inherent in my soul's spaciousness. Gently keep sending love and blessings to everything that happens to you, no matter what, and bless everyone silently in your heart. 247. Miracle of learning to love whatever you do. First of all, know that love is a state of consciousness and being, and it is not an act. Love is our connectedness to our true being. It is a state of being when we begin to live our lives as expression of our higher self. I am not talking about emotional. That is the ego love. Ego love is associated with satisfaction of greed, attachment, lust, and pride and vanity. That is something you do to make yourself feel important and bigger or higher than others. I am talking about the connectedness to your true being and the life force principle. Life force principle meaning the divine. All that is, meaning the very source of existence that brings forth all that exists and sustains and maintains it. You can call it by any name that is familiar to you, but remember the essence, that is what is being referred here and throughout this book. If you want to create miracles in your life, learn to flow in the direction of love. Whatever inspires you is usually compatible with your higher purpose. When you love to do something, it fills you with vitality and vibrancy. When you are in love with the experiences of life, it makes you feel inspired and enthusiastic. When you feel inspired, it gives you a sense of happiness and joy. You feel so eager, you cannot wait. You want to do it straight away. You have this wonderful feeling of connectedness with the free-flowing energy of that project. Page 248. It is because in that moment in time, your vibrations are in harmony with the energy of that project. It is law of nature that when two things are vibrating within the range of compatibility with each other, it translates as love in our emotional body. Due to this fact, your emotional body begins to vibrate with higher frequency light particles, which generates lot of energy. Energy is electric plus magnetism. This magnetism draws the object of your desire close to you. When we are vibrating in harmony with something or someone, it is expressed as affinity. It establishes a bond of affinity and unites the both particles in the third energy field that has greater energy than the two combined. This new energy field links you with the universal creative force. This has profound power of manifestation, and it will help you manifest any reality of life that you can imagine. In this sacred union, success and abundance are the natural order of things. You enter into the landscape of miracles, and it will make sure that you are always at right place at right time. Our aura vibrations define who we are in any given moment and what inspires us. What inspires us and encourages us reflects our inner state of consciousness. When you feel enthusiastic, you will flow freely with the energy of your life events. Your life becomes effortless. It is a sign that you are following the ways of your higher self. It means you are in alignment with the energy of true inner being. When you do things that you love, everything seems to go well and even better than you expected. Page 249. Who will go out of way to help you? The universe supports in whatever you love to do. As soon as you decide to do what you love, universal support system comes into play. Your higher self and universe works together to create a support system that will provide you with the energy and the direction to realize that dream. It infuses it with finer particles of the primal force. Universe and your higher self weave a web of guidance and protection. And in that shield, whatever you do, you will be supported totally. You will be helped to realize your heart's desire. When we are in alignment with our higher selves, universe weaves a web of support system around us. It is because something that you are doing truly represents who you are. When you are following something that represents your higher purpose, you are automatically transported into the landscape of your soul self. In this state of consciousness, a gateway opens into the higher spectrums of universal life stream, and you are directly linked with the pure light particles of the original source. In this state of consciousness, there is no separation between you and the universe, and that is why you can materialize what you want. You can create anything that you can imagine. That is the secret of creating miracles. Miracles happen in perfect synchronicity. It is then that everything falls in place without making much effort. When you do what you love, many of your personality cells come under the guidance of your soul self. Page 250. As such, you operate in the totality of your being, where there is no separation between your many selves. Different personality cells are not pulling you in varying directions because all your various personality cells are in alignment with each other. When your many fragmented cells are in non-alignment, your energy becomes scattered. Scattered focus and aims create conflict. In the state of conflict, our energy is wasted, and as such, our energy and life force is depleted, leaving us weak, depressed, and bewildered. This precipitates separation and discordant between our many selves on various levels. In this state of consciousness, we will be deprived of happiness and abundance. It is because to create anything, you need a critical mass, that means an optimum amount of energy. When you do not like what you do, due to unfocused and scattered energy, it becomes impossible to reach the critical mass, and as a result, you will not be able to realize your dreams. This stops you creating any reality of life that you desire. It will become impossible to create miracles in your life. When you love what you do, higher energy particles electrify your aura, and this brings all your many selves in alignment with each other, and this brings harmony. In this landscape of your experience, you start to flow in harmony with the universal life force, and as such, you magnetize miracles in your life. The energy generated by the essence of love also infuses all your various energy fields with the pure and higher particles of universal life force. This new and higher state of your being transports you into the land of light and love, which inspires and encourages a feeling of inner knowing and trust. Page 251. This translates as confidence and trust in whatever you do. This releases the energy of miracles. This will bring life events which will bring abundance and joy in your life. It is very important to understand that pain and suffering is created due to the conflict and disharmony in any aspect of your life. Conflict comes from trying to do something which does not represent true you. Your personality is trying to push you in one direction, and your higher self is guiding you to do something else, and this creates conflict. Your higher self is trying to wake you to your true essence, and your personality self is trying to pull you towards something that your ego desires. This struggle creates scarcity and suffering in our lives. There is another very important factor at work here. It is that when you live your life with love, you are on the same wavelength as your higher self. So to be happy and have what you want, it is necessary to love whatever you do. You have to learn to live all arenas of your life experiences with love. It means to accept who you are and where you are in the present moment of your life. It is true for all your relationships, your job, or any other activity of life. It is also essential to work at the attitude of love at all times. It has to be regarded as an ongoing process throughout your life. It is because we live in a negative world, and the pull of negative beliefs and values is far stronger than the positive and empowering beliefs. It holds true for all experiences of life. Page 252. So the secret is to be kind and loving to yourself. Be kind and loving to all those who are sharing your life experiences. From the beginning of the day until you go to sleep, loving kindness and compassion should be your main theme of all life experiences. Do all your day-to-day activities with attitude of love. We should infuse as much love as possible in all our dealings. There is nothing mundane in true sense. All the activities can contribute towards our higher growth. When you do what you love to do, the energy generated by the essence of love will transport you into the next and higher spectrum of that event. In the province of love, you can let the new sequence of life unfold in the vastness of the universe. Universe will set the next stage of your life along with all the necessary players. The rest of the world will move accordingly, and all the necessary events will be synchronized to help you achieve your goal. Note that all have to do is embrace the attitude of loving kindness and compassion, and the universe will do the rest. Your outer world is the reflection of your inner world. When you do something with love, your higher self supports you with its empowering guidance. It means your higher self and universe will work in perfect partnership to bring all that you need to manifest that reality into your field of experience. This unique partnership of our higher self and universe works for all of us. There is no discrimination. We are all loved and supported in this process. We all have our own values and beliefs to define who we are on various levels of our experiences. It is how you define yourself decides how successful and happy you will be in your life. Page 253. If you define yourself fulfilled and successful, you will be able to create the realities of life that will validate your belief. Universe supports us in all our realities, whether negative or positive. So it is up to us to live our lives with trust and learn to do everything that we do with love. Follow your heart's desire and do what you will really love to do. Find out what gives you a feeling of fulfillment and greater satisfaction. This should be the censor in deciding what is for our highest good. It is because if something is for your highest good, you will have a feeling of fulfillment, even when you are planning to do it. It works for the job you do or any of relationships as well. If any aspect of your life is in harmony with who you truly are, you will feel good about it. It will energize you. You will feel enthusiastic about it. If you feel low and drained with any aspect of your life, it means it is not in harmony with the vibrations of your higher self. If you do not feel passionate and enthusiastic about something, repeat, or you feel restlessness and or feeling as if something is not right, rethink about it. It is probably your higher self talking to you and warning you through your intuitive energy field. So be careful and take your time and think clearly. This could be used as a litmus test. That is, as a deciding strategy for any dealing or activity. If you live with heightened awareness, you will have many clues to guide you to the pathway that would be better for your higher growth. When we love what we do, pathways to miracles light up automatically. Wherever your energy of love is needed, your higher self will take you there. Page 254. Love is the essence of creation. Life journey is about realizing the presence of love spring within your inner being. Radiate love to all that you do. Learn to perform all your daily activities with loving and pleasant attitude. Attitude of love brings happiness in life. It is not important what you do. The most important challenge is that you can do it with love. If there is something that you were able to do with love, but now it seems a drag, contemplate and think about it. Learn to reflect on your life experiences regularly so that love becomes the central core of all that you do at all times. A very important aspect for creating miracles and reality of life that you want to create is to learn to reflect regularly and check the direction your life is taking before it is too late. Most of us are on a kind of wheel that goes round and round automatically. We need to see that the way we approach our lives in various aspects is that still productive? Sit down in silence. Relax yourself completely by deep breathing exercise. Center yourself. Now connect with your higher self. And when you are ready, ask your higher self any one question at a time. Give yourself few moments before you move on to the next question. Write down any ideas that you receive. Before you do anything, ask yourself following questions so you can take appropriate direction. Page 255. Is it still in harmony with your higher purpose? Is it still in harmony with your true essence? Does it still reflect your deeper truth? Are you still able to do whatever you do with love? Is it still gratifying? Does it fill your heart with love and fulfillment? Our state of consciousness is always changing. On the same token, everything around us is changing as well. That is the natural order of things in all dimensions of the universe. Could be that you were very happy in your job and you were in harmony with it. It could be possible that your state of consciousness has changed and expanded, and so it is not serving your higher purpose anymore. It means it is time to move on and be where you can pursue your higher purpose. If it is not in harmony with your new state of consciousness and universe, and your soul self demands that it is necessary that you let go of your attachment to outlived ways of approaching the life, it is imperative for next phase of your life that you let go of your identification and or attachment with the present situation. You have to find out the reason for yourself by asking the right questions. Or it could be that the people you were serving have changed and moved into the new state of consciousness, and they need the energies of the person who would be more compatible to their state of consciousness and energy level. We can only stay in any relationship and or job until the exchange and interaction between the two parties is beneficial for all concerned. Page 256. When this exchange is not beneficial for the highest good when this exchange is not beneficial for the highest good for all, then When we cannot stay into that liaison, whether it is a job or a relationship, once the energy is not interacting freely, it starts to move away from that arena of experiences. It means that job or relationship will become dead for you. No matter what you do, you cannot revive it in the same form. It is not possible. If you insist, you will be sitting on the ruins just to become the history. But remember, you are not history. You are an alive and vibrating divine being, always moving ahead towards higher state of consciousness. Life means movement towards higher cosmic dimensions and ways of being. For realization of your higher and true purpose, your higher self is already guiding you into another arena of life that can only be noticed if you let go of your attachment to the old and listen the whispers of the clues that are all around you. Know that when one door is closed, another door has already opened for you. You cannot see or feel it because you are knocking on the door that is not compatible with your new and higher state of consciousness anymore. Trust the universe and your inner self. Know that it is time for you to move on. You can only do that timely when you learn to sense your energy. You can only do it in right time if you are learning to live your life consciously and regularly reflecting on various aspects of your life. Page 257. Your job, all your relationships, or any other activity that you engage in always reflects your inner state of consciousness, and so it is very important to do everything with love. You can bring all your activities in tune with your inner love spring. Remember, whatever way you are approaching to any aspect of your life, there is always a more loving and higher way to do that. Meditation. There is a simple meditation to infuse more love in all your activities. Sit down in silence. Take few deep breaths and relax yourself completely. Now invite your higher self for the guidance and protection. Ask your higher self that you want to bring all your aspects of your life to the level of your true essence. How can I bring more love into my relationships? How can I do my work in a better way so it serves my highest good? Is there a better way of approaching to my work so I can bring more joy and happiness to the people to whom I am serving? Is there a higher way of approaching my colleagues that will bring happiness and joy in our lives? Is there any other way by which I can make my life much more happier and joyous? Is there a higher way of doing what I do so I can serve the universe with love? How can I live every aspect of my life in a higher and better way so I can contribute towards the peace and harmony in the universe? Page 258. Is there another way by which I can radiate more love and light in lives of people whom I come in contact with? It will make you more fulfilled and gratified in life. You can do that exercise for any aspect of life that is not working harmoniously. Creating harmony within various aspects of life makes you more creative and helps you to live your life from the higher spectrums of your inner being. When you do not like what you do, it creates a dense cloud of energy which cuts you off from the miracles of life. In fact, it cuts you off from your true essence. It creates more separation with the personality self and the inner source center. It creates more disharmonies between you and your creative center. You cannot work miracles when you are disconnected from your true essence. Due to natural order of things in life, we should keep reflecting on aspects of our lives. For example, whatever we do and or how our various relationships are working. Or even if you do not have job, see how is your life working in various aspects of your own specific life experiences. Is your life meaningful? It is the process of reflecting on your life regularly that will keep you on right track. When we learn to reflect on any aspect of our lives, we can bring it into our conscious awareness. It is because by doing so, you will have more control on all aspects of your life. Instead of becoming slave to outside factors, you will become in charge of your life. You will also not become prisoner of any outlived values and beliefs. You will be able to get over the limitations of your many personality selves. Page 259. Remember that material gains in various shapes and forms are only one aspect of any life event or experience. To truly connect to our own higher self and the universal life force principle, we have to enter into the depth of all our life events and experiences. It means expanding and evolving ourselves beyond survival, just existing or getting by. So you can direct your energies in more positive and empowering ways. So you will be able to maintain the higher energy flow in the areas of your life that need more soul light and love. This brings the opportunities to follow your higher purpose. You will create the experiences of life that will help you to connect with your inner truth. You will be guided to discover the true meaning of life events. These experiences will help you to evolve in tune with your soul self. It will help you to create your soul destiny. By being consciously aware and in control of your life events, you will become alert when energy is shifting away from any aspect of your life. Most of us are so preoccupied with what we do that we become blind to the changes in the field of our life experiences. Remember, all events and relationships are governed by the laws of cycles of energy. Energy follows the phases of cycle. The first phase is that beginning when something takes a birth. May it be a relationship, job, or hobby, or whatever we do. The second phase is that of growth, that is followed by maintenance, that comes when it has reached its optimum growth. The third phase is that when energy begins to move away. It is because it has served its purpose and you have outgrown the benefits. It is time to move on. Page 260. It is very essential to notice these phases of all events of your life. If you are in the growth phase or maintenance phase, it is okay to keep putting in time and your efforts to have the best results. But when you are going through the last phase, it is imperative to realize what is happening and take control of the process. It is because if you do not notice that energy of that project is changing and moving away, you will keep struggling to make it work. By doing so, you will waste your precious resource in trying to revive something that is sure to finish. No matter what you do at this stage, you cannot change the course of events. All you can do is let go consciously with proper planning. Failure to do so can make you very depressed and helpless. It can even make you ill. Your struggle with the energy that is dying can create severe disturbances and disharmony in your energy system. Know that you cannot win by any rational approach. It is the question of self-discovery. It is the time of change. As change is inevitable, so it is time to listen to your higher self. It is very important to learn and observe the flow of energy in and around you to synchronize miracles in your life. It is the golden key to contentment, fulfillment, happiness, and also for creating miracles. Remember that whatever we do, it does not and would not serve our higher purpose all our lives. And also remember that even when in past you loved something dearly and it was very fulfilling, a time may come when you have to do something else that will serve your higher purpose better. Page 261. When the present situation is not helping you to discover your deeper truth, you will be given signs from your true essence. The first signs that a certain aspect of your life is not working is usually that the feeling of that fulfillment and contentment you had previously is replaced by the feeling of discontent. It simply means it does not seem to satisfy you anymore. And not only that, it might even create pain and suffering. You might even experience growing number of problems and difficulties associated with it. It is the signal that something is not quite right. It is essential to wake up at this stage and find out what is the deeper issue. Is there any change that is not in harmony with your new state of consciousness? Somehow you missed few signs of wanting to take control of the situation. You can create lot of pain and suffering in your life. The pain is usually due to our negligence and the fact that we are not taking any note of the signals sent to us by our higher self. When we are going through pain in any area of our lives, it demands our total attention and awareness in that area of life. That means wound of life is open, raw, and weeping. So there is no escape. We have to attend to it. That particular area of our lives is crying for our loving and nurturing attention. You are so drawn to it that you cannot ignore its call anymore. It is part of you that has been ignored and rejected. But the time has come to embrace it into your heart with compassion and loving kindness. You cannot escape anymore as it refuses to go away. If you try to suppress it now, you will create much more pain and suffering in your life. It is because your true essence will do anything to make you face that challenge of your life. Page 262. It is because until you face it and resolve it, you cannot be happy in your life. Not only that, it will reappear into another arena of your life in a different spectrum. But you should always remember that universe is very gracious, and so whatever is happening is not to punish you. It is only happening so you can learn what is necessary for your further growth, so you can move ahead in your life. It is an opportunity presented by your higher self, so you can realize your higher potential. It is so that you can enter into the next phase of your life. Remember that the door is only locked until you have entered into the depth of pain with awareness rather than denial. door will not open if you just close your eyes and wish that your pain would go away. When you deal with the deeper issue, it will help you to bridge the gap between your little self and the greater self. This is the sacred ground for the spiritual warrior. The resolution lies in bringing that painful part into the loving embrace of the greater self. It is the only way to transfigure the ego self into the higher self. We often think pain is created by the outside circumstances. We blame life situations for our misfortunes. We blame others for our hurtful feelings and failings. We think that others have created disharmonies of our lives. But we need to understand that it is not true. It is the gameplay of our little self, the ego self. Try to understand that this blaming strategy is an ego trick because it is necessary for the survival of ego. Page 263. That is why it does not want us to wake up to the higher truth of life. This is very superficial way of looking at life, and this viewpoint of life has been guided by the influences of illusion. Remember, any viewpoint that you have in your life is only a tool to experience what you have in your life in any given moment, but it is not your true and original reality. It only becomes real when we buy into that reality of life due to our ignorance and or because it is easy to do so. It only takes us into the quicksand of the negative experiences. It has a downward pull, and we will be lost in the darkness of the illusion. In doing so, we will bring more traumatic events in the field of our life experiences. This strategy only serves us on the mere survival scale. It helps us to escape from the responsibility of our lives. It only becomes true when we believe it to be so. Once you understand this fact, it will lose its hold on you. The pain and sufferings are the challenges of life. These are there to invite us into the investigation and exploration of the woodlands that we have created for ourselves. So we can clear the ground by using the sword of wisdom and remove all that is outmoded and is not serving for our higher good. Thoughts for contemplation. Sit down in silence. Relax yourself by taking 2 or 3 deep breaths. Center yourself. Ask yourself, what is that you are doing that is causing pain and suffering? Page 264. What is that you are not doing that is creating pain and obstacle? What is that you are focusing your total attention to? What aspect of the situation you are not paying attention to? Is this way of dealing with that situation serving any purpose in your life? If yes, is that purpose valid anymore? Are there any payoffs that you are aware of? Are the payoffs of these gains really worth the pain? Is that gain of any real importance to you, or you are just doing it because that is only way you know? Are you trading off your highest good for some material gain? For example, if the gain is financial, ask yourself, what will you do with that money that you cannot do now? Would having that particular object make a real difference to your life? The answer may be yes or no. If the answer is yes, ask yourself, are there any other means by which you can achieve that goal? What would happen if you did not gain what you want? Would it affect your life in any important way? Do you really need whatever you are going to gain by persistence or that particular way of thinking or behavior? Page 265. The answer most likely will be no. Because when you experience so much pain, usually it is a sign that whatever you will gain is not worth to the real you. It is for sure not going to enrich and enhance your life, because the law of universe is that the things which make us happy and empowered usually flow effortlessly. Are you doing too much rationalization of the situation and weighing up your situation purely with your intellect rather than intuition? What is the essence of what you want from that particular gain? Are you trading off your true peace and joy for making up for the most of the lost cause? Would it be better to cut your losses and call it a day? Is it perseverance or stubbornness and or ignorance that is keeping you tied to a situation from which the energy has gone? Are you trading off your soul freedom for some material gain? Is it serving your higher purpose? Is it just your nature never to give up even when it is not serving your higher purpose or higher good? Is it possible that you are too attached to that attitude and unknowingly it has turned into stubbornness? If things are becoming painful, it is time to recheck and ask yourself, should you try another way of looking at the situation and change the direction? Page 266. There are times when even our good qualities can manifest the opposite result and effect in certain circumstances. That is why we should always be on guard about what we think are our good qualities as well. It is because even some positive attitude that has served you so well in the past might not be suitable in the present situation or the present state of your consciousness. Instead of making life easier, there comes a time when the same attitude that has served you so well could be creating hindrance in your life at this moment in time. We are changing all the time, and we have to learn new and higher attitudes that will be more compatible with our changing circumstances. Ask your higher self to guide you to achieve the essence of what you are looking for. It may be freedom, joy, peace, or contentment, or anything else. You will know deep inside what you are looking for. Your higher self will guide you to find what you want in the best way that is suited to your state of consciousness. When you follow your inner voice, life becomes easy and you will gain whatever you want or need with least effort. That is what the miracles are about, where life just flows effortlessly. It is the time when you are in harmony with your inner self and with the great scheme of things. The miracles are manifested in a timeless zone, and when the efforts you have put in is only minimum and the result is beyond your wildest imagination, it is because many steps have happened in an instant, and time and space, both elements, have collapsed, and since something wonderful has happened out of blue, all the steps have been synchronized and happened in a speed of lightning. Page 267. There are few affirmations that will help you to reinforce positive and empowering thoughts and ideas in your everyday life. Take one idea every day and keep that in your awareness throughout the day. Try to integrate it in your day-to-day activities as often as you can. Affirmations. I am a deserving child of cosmos, and I am learning to create realities of life with ease and comfort. I am realizing all my dreams without any effort. I am learning to create positive realities of life easily. In the grace of universe, I always have what I deserve. I am learning to do everything with love. I am learning to love whatever happens to me in the greater scheme of things. Universe is bringing me the things that I love to do. I radiate love wherever I go. Everyone in my life is bringing me more love and joy. I replace my negative emotions with miracle of love. I am learning to see life with the perspective of loving kindness and compassion. I radiate loving kindness and compassion to all. Page 268. Guided meditation for creating what you want. Take few deep breaths and relax yourself completely. With every in-breath, imagine that you are breathing in the pure creative life force. And with every out-breath, let go of all the tension and negativity out of your energy system. Let this flow back into sea of nothingness, where it cannot harm you or anyone else. It will be dissipated by the benevolent forces of the universe. Now imagine that you have entered into the sacred, loving, and all-powerful landscape of your higher self. This place is filled with golden light, which is embracing you with loving kindness and compassion. This light is filling your whole being with the pure, sacred, higher frequency of your own soul light and love. This is filling you with tremendous confidence and a sense of peace and calm. It is opening up your higher senses. Your consciousness is expanding. All the confusion is disappearing. All the hurt, pain is being healed. And a true sense of joy is entering into your whole being. In this healed heart, you are letting go of all the hurt and blame. Suddenly, your heart is filled with forgiveness for all. Your heart is being awakened to a state of loving kindness and compassion for all. In this state of connectedness of your true being, your whole life seems to take a new meaning. You are connecting with your true purpose and pathways of life as your higher self. You are being filled with a tremendous power of creativity and clarity. Page 269. Your higher self is lightening up the pathways for your life journey, and you have an inner knowing that you will be able to live your lives as your higher self. You have the blessings of the universe with you all the time. You have an inner knowing that you are always loved, guided, and protected. Whatever happens to you, it will always be for your highest good. It will always connect you with your true being and with the universal life force. Now imagine from the standpoint that you already have what you want. Imagine the future you in every detail. This creates the energy form of what you want to create in your life. Make this image as real and as alive as possible. Fill it with most beautiful sounds, colors, and feelings. Fill into this the light and love of your soul self and the universe. Now embrace it with love and passion. Know that it is yours now. This creates the vibration of future you are in, now in this moment and time. Due to this factor, universe gets the message that you are already one with the reality of life, and it will synchronize the events in a way that it will manifest itself in your external life. Universe can only give what you are ready to receive and accept from it. When you are operating with the compatible vibrations to your dream, then the universe will send you gifts that you want. Page 270. Journey of life. I am soul, and in my soul, I adventure into the ever-expanding dimensions of the universe, exploring and expressing the grand and wild nature of life. In doing so, I am rekindling the flame of love in the heart of my inner being. On this journey, I am gathering many gems, while observing the interaction inherent in the process of life, reconnecting and developing a gentle and tender intimacy with my true soul nature. Gently be aware that the journey of life is bringing many gifts of love and joy, and open your heart to receive those gifts. Page 271. Acceptance is an acknowledgement and recognition that everyone is different and living one's own reality in a unique way, while judgment is a vanity trip saying, "You are wrong, I am right, I am better than you." Page 272. Acceptance. As I am becoming more intimate with my inner luminous center, I am slowly learning to enter into the landscape which allows me to accept myself as I am. I am learning to go beyond the cruel analysis of my being and my experiences. I did the best I could according to state of my consciousness. Now I am learning to move into the spacious vastness of my soul self. I am opening my heart to accept many gifts hidden in all my life experiences. As I accept these gifts, I am becoming aware of an inner knowing that all events in my life, no matter how negative or intense, are helping me to open many doors on the path of self-realization and God-realization. Today, I accept all life as it is. Accept yourself as you are. Accept others as they are. Try not to judge yourself and others. Page 273. Miracle of living in the present moment. The true magic and magnificence of life is inherent in the present moment. If you want to create miracles in life, it is necessary to link with the wondrous power of the present moment. The present moment is the most precious moment of your life. It is in the present moment where you can connect to the energy of miracles. That is where the flow of life energy is in the direction of untold riches. These riches are even beyond your wildest imagination. Because you have lived in the belief of lack and scarcity, failure, pain and hurt, it might seem very difficult to believe in abundance and miracles. You have searched in vain and tried many avenues in your life and failed. But now you have discovered the true pathways of light and love. It is the pathway of connecting to your true being and learn to live your life with your sacred presence. So it is time to become adventurous and take the next step beyond the limitations of your little self. It will help you to make friends with the miracles of life that are waiting for you. Make friends with miracles. Learn to create a bond of love and passion with the energy of miracles. You will be amazed as to how easy it is to attract and receive many wonderful gifts in your life. The energy is hidden in the present moment, in here and now. Page 274. You do not need to wait for some time in future to make your life enriched, enhanced and empowered. It works by the law of energy. You are a being of light. The light is made of two components, electric and magnetism. The electric is energy. It creates various events in your life. The magnetic part is the force that attracts these events in your life. Both factors work together in harmony and balance to attract your heart's desire on the stage of your life. According to the laws of vibrations, you can only create the experiences in your life which vibrate on the similar frequencies as your own aura. It means that if your vibrations are negative, you will only create negative events and things in your life. If you feel, I am poor, I am always struggling, etc., and dwell on these thoughts all the time, then all you will draw in your life is more poverty and miseries. The universe reads your thought energy as to that is what you want to experience in your life. According to law of universal energy, it will bring you whatever you ask of it. If you ask poverty, you get poverty. If you ask for riches and miracles, that is what you get. The universe does not understand the reason for dwelling on certain thoughts. It only understands the energy radiated and accumulated by your thoughts. As we have discussed before, that your thoughts are units of energy and information. As such, your thoughts deliver the message of what you are thinking and all the necessary information that universe requires for manifest your command. Page 275. At this stage, it is necessary to understand that do not dwell on the past. It is because by doing so, you are keeping it alive in your present life as well. Bless it and let go. Let these negative vibrations dissipate into the nothingness where these cannot harm you or anyone else in the universe. It was okay to have that experience when you had it, and know that it has in some way contributed to your higher growth. But now, it is not serving any useful purpose in your life. So it is time to say goodbye. So bless it and let it go. Say to yourself that now I am moving in the direction of wonders and miracles of life. It is within my power and resources to create the profound experiences of riches and miracles in my life. It is true that by changing your focus, you will magnetize the riches in your life. Remember, true riches and abundance does not only refer to financial gains, higher positions and fame. True abundance means knowing who you truly are and connecting to your true being. It is only then that you would be able to experience the blessings of life. If you still want to make same choices and do same thing as you did before, you cannot create magic of happiness and riches in your life. You have to change your way of thinking and connecting to the universal energy. Once you change that, you will be able to change the direction of your life. You will become linked with the miracles in life. And every time you think positive, you will make that connection stronger and powerful. So, if you want to change the future for better, connect with the energy of the present moment. Make the positive changes. Page 276. Do in the present moment, that is, here and now, fashions the future. So learn to make the changes in the here and now. Learn to think about the magic and miracles in this present moment. The present moment is the mother of miracles. The energy necessary to create miracles is only active, alive and vibrant in here and now, in this moment. It is where the majesty of the life forces can be experienced. You can only link with the universal life force in the present moment. So always remember that the stream of universal life force only be accessed and connected with in the present moment. By linking with the higher life forces, you can fulfill your dreams of creating miracles in your life, today and tomorrow. You can live a life full of abundance and joy. Do not wait for tomorrow. It never comes. Want to do something? Do it now, in this very moment. Be sure that if you are putting something off for tomorrow, most likely you will never do it. It is another negative attitude which blocks miracles from our lives. When we are thinking and living in the past, the miracles that we truly deserve pass us by. It is because we were not present there to receive them. Remember, the life force is always bringing the new energy vibrations, and as such is filled with new signals and opportunities to give us the gifts of the gracious universe. So it is essential to be attentive and ready in the here and now moment to receive the miracle which you have been denying yourself for a long time. Allow yourself to attract miracles and keep on moving into higher and empowering landscapes. Page 277. When you keep thinking of past or the future, you are denying yourself the precious gifts of life. It is an escape strategy. It means you are running away from life. It means you are absent from the arena of your life experiences. Remember that it is only in the present moment where you are truly alive. That is where life is really happening. So it is where you can really make a difference. Also, by thinking about the past and negative future, you are creating the same negative vibrations as you did before, and by doing so, you will create the negative future as well. What you think in here and now, that will decide your tomorrow. Today's thoughts are predicators of your future. Be alive in the present moment and create miracles in the present moment. When we live in the present moment, in here and now, in a sense time disappears. By our sacred presence in the new moment, we can connect to the spirit of time in a very alive and vibrant way. In the loving intimacy with the heart of time factor, the consciousness of time takes a new kind of life and character. It gives you a portal to enter into the higher dimension of time energy. So you are not bound by the physical time. It is because we are unfolding within the flow of universal life force. Here everything is happening in that magical, enigmatic instant. When we are in harmony with the flow of life stream, we are changing and aligning with the great scheme of things. Our state of consciousness is moving in embrace of primal life forces. Our aura is transformed in that very instant. Page 278. We are usually not aware of this fact, but it is the law of universe, and it happens in the natural rhythm of the ocean of life. That is why mystics have said that we never ever really experience anything twice in the same state of consciousness, because everything is changing from moment to moment in the great scheme of things. There is a constant exchange of energy between all that exists, and the interaction and exchange is happening on many levels, and as such, nothing remains same. For example, you meet a friend today whom you have not seen for few months. You might think you are with the same person, but it is only true on a very superficial level that you recognize him as your friend. But the state of consciousness of that person has already changed. Not only that, your own state of consciousness has also changed. It is usually very subtle, and our physical senses are not able to note that change. If you can learn to read aura of people, you can see for yourself that how our aura changes its colors from moment to moment. Even a single thought can change the energy field of your body, and as such your life experiences and expressions as well. Each new moment needs a new infusion of the primal life force, otherwise it will not come into being. For example, if we did not take the next breath, we will soon die. It is because we need infusion of primal life force energy. By its innate nature, the life force is manifesting and expressing itself as new in each moment of creation, whether subtle or solid. Page 279. As soon as the flow of life force is discontinued, that form starts to die. So in fact, each moment is new because of ongoing interaction between the energies of two things or people. Due to this interaction, a third energy is created, and the old form is consumed in the heart of the new form and expression. It holds true to all the experiences of our lives, including both with things as well as people. To exist, the third energy particles need the primal energy principle. If that is not available, the new form or expression will not emerge. So remember that when you are experiencing something, it is always in its new expression. You never experience it as it was. It is even true for our own body, thoughts, mind, and emotions. But most of these changes are outside our normal awareness. It simply means that in great scheme of things, in each new moment, we are provided with the opportunities to experience life as new, as it is happening in the moment. But due to our old mindsets and beliefs, we never enter into the new and higher vastness of the moment. We deny ourselves the majesty of life. Life is so awesome and mysterious, but due to using the filter of our old memories, we let the great beauty and wonders of life pass us by. We live our lives standing on the lowest platform of life state. That is why we experience the poverty and the scarcities of life, and we also continue to suffer pain and hurt because we do not truly live and participate in life. In fact, we are not really alive in life. We are only existing behind the thick veils of our old negative memories. Page 280. In each new moment, time and space merge in the greater majesty of life process. There is no separation between the universe and us. We become one with the great and grand universal life energy principle and plan. By consciously entering into the newness of each moment, we can become truly alive in the process of life. We need to understand and remember that life and the process becomes one in the heart of the moment. We are there without the old frozen memories of past. Our energy becomes free into the boundless universe, and we are not transferring the frozen, solidified memories to mold our future in the same castings. By being alive in the new moment, we experience our life as our true essence, beyond the limited threshold of the ego. We are operating from the higher spectrums of our total being rather than living our lives as fragmented beings. But it does not have to be that way. We can enter into the higher and sacred dimensions that are beyond the laws of matter, time and space, meaning beyond the world of illusion of Maya worlds. On higher dimensions of universe, as our true essence, we already live in each new moment as it is unfolding into the great scheme of things. It means we go with the flow. When you learn to be present in each unfolding moment as new, you are in fact learning to honor the sacredness of your life. You are learning to honor the experiences of your life with your true and sacred aliveness. It means you are mindfully participating in each moment as it is expressing itself in the great scheme of things. Page 281. It is only by your true presence in the moment that you can live your life by your soul senses. Remember that only the present moment is free from the influences of illusion. The force of illusion cannot touch you when you learn to live in this primordial landscape. You go beyond the laws, cause and effect. This provides you the extra edge to realize all your dreams. It transports you in the landscape where miracles will become part of your everyday life. Universe will bring you many gifts of love and joy in all aspects of your life. Affirmations for contemplation and empowerment. Each new moment is an opportunity to link with the new and higher direction of life. Each new moment has the energy to transport you into the new and higher state of consciousness. Each new moment provides another new opportunity to let go of negative past and step into the magical land of miracles. Each new moment presents a new arena of life experiences where you can free yourself from the prisons of your painful and negative past. Each new moment provides a pathway to free yourself from the old mindsets and embrace new enhancing and empowering strategies. Each new moment provides a new and higher angle of perceiving life events. Each new moment empowers you with new energy frequencies to rediscover your deeper truth. Page 282. Each new moment is a doorway to a new opportunity for recognizing and connecting to your higher purpose. Every day, take one idea into your contemplation and surrender yourself to see how you can integrate the new and higher universal energies in your day-to-day life. It will help you to create life of abundance and joy. It will help you to magnetize miracles in your life. Page 283. In soul freedom, you enter into a state of being that is not touched by the littleness of ego. Page 284. Soul freedom. In my soul freedom, life flows uninhibited, in its splendor, in its majesty, in its freedom, because I let life be what it is, not how I want it to be. In the true freedom of soul, I am free, and so is everyone and everything. Throughout the day, keep a sense of freedom in your awareness. You can also keep repeating to yourself, I am soul, I am free, I am free. Page 285. Miracle of overcoming your fears. Crossing the threshold of fear. The miracles of life comes to you when you have made friends with life. It is because the attitude of fear cuts off the energy source connections, and by doing so, it chokes the life out of the magic of life. Fear and miracles do not work in harmony together. The attitude of fear radiates very powerful negative vibrations. These negative vibrations lower your level of consciousness. As the law of vibration states, you can only create the events in your life which are operating at similar frequencies as your own energy field. It means, when you are under the grip of fear, you can only create negative events in your life. You will only magnetize the experiences that will bring face to face with what you fear. You have to learn to let go of fear. First of all, it is necessary to recognize your fears. You must know, what are you frightened from? There are many types of fear. When you are trying to achieve something new in your life, the most common, when you are trying to achieve something new in your life, the most common fear is that of failure. This is due to anxiety and lack of trust. Another very strong fear is that of unknown and the change. You have to understand one important factor, that you are not just your physical body. You are a multi-dimensional being of divine light, of love energy. Your higher self has all the necessary information and resources inherent in itself to link you with the miracle of life. Page 286. Your higher self is the reservoir of tremendous primordial dial energy. You have unlimited potential, and by living your life with your higher senses, you can realize many probabilities and possibilities in this present lifetime. Time is right now, in this moment, in here and now. So take that step beyond your limitations and move into the zone of miracles. Your higher self is very creative and intuitive. It will always guide you and protect you. You might ask, if it is so powerful, how come you have not realized this? The answer is simple. It is because you believe that your personality and ego is your real identity, and you are totally ignorant and oblivious of the fact that your higher self is your true reality. That is why you do not listen to the little voice of your higher self. You are so preoccupied with your outside life playing various roles that you really never give yourself a chance to find out who you really are. You never stop for a moment and ask yourself, is there another way of looking at life? A better way? It is because our lives are so busy just sorting out day-to-day problems that we forget to talk to our greater self. We are too busy just surviving. We have an inner and higher need to go beyond survival mode of life. You can only do that by linking with your inner silent essence. You need to find some time for yourself to meditate and to connect with your true being. You do need to do regular meditation to center yourself and to connect to your inner vision. Page 287. You can only hear the inner voice of your true self when you quieten yourself. Be aware, because your restless mind might say that you do not really have any spare time. You might say, I cannot even do what I have to do as it is. How can I do meditation? It is a very good excuse, but not good enough. When you truly understand what you are losing in your life by following the ways of just surviving only, then you will become aware of the true need for going beyond your present state of consciousness. We have an intrinsic purpose that is much more important, and the beauty is that by following your higher purpose, you will have more control on the physical aspect of your being. It is essential to remember that our higher purpose of life is an integral part of our day-to-day life. It is not only about following higher purpose and neglecting your day-to-day life. It is about integrating your wholeness in the equation of whatever you are already doing in your everyday life. When you do that, the fear of survival and changing life circumstances or anything else will become a thing of the past. It means fear will not be a part of your life anymore. You will become free from all kinds of fear, and so you will be able to take full and sincere responsibility for your life in the true sense of the word. You have to learn to honor your higher self and enter into your inner landscape. Sit down in silence and say to yourself, I am willing to sit down for 15 minutes every day and make friends with my higher self. If you are really passionate about enhancing and enriching your life, you will find the time to do what is required to achieve that goal. Page 288. Your heartfelt desire unleashes a force in nature that will arrange your life in such a manner that you will be able to sit in solitude and connect with your inner silent center. Universe and your higher self will create an environment where you will be able to practice regular meditation. It is because you are a special child of Cosmos and you deserve it. And the gracious universe has already put all the forces in place for you to achieve what you deserve. So affirm that by saying to yourself repeatedly, I am worth it. And I deserve that because I am a loving and deserving child of the universe. Loving yourself is the most important gift you can give to yourself. If you really want to, leave the time factor to the higher self. It will arrange the time for you. Once you have made friends with your greater self, it will guide you and protect you. You have to learn to trust your higher self. It has all the wisdom to know what is best for you. In fact, your chances of failure are far larger when you totally rely on your conscious mind. You have greater chances of succeeding in life when you learn to follow your true intuition. Do not fear life, because it is a sure way to cut yourself off from the magic of life. It is because the law of nature is that you create in your life what you fear most. Make friends with life energies that are flowing in the universe. Make it your ally. Your focus on the fear of negative outcome acts like a zooming device. It brings in your life the things that you fear. It works on the law of focus. Your attention gives it life. Page 289. More you fear something, larger it becomes. And it is far sure to become the reality of your life. Always remember, there is no definite and predetermined reality to any life situation. It is our own point of view that makes a specific situation what it is. It is your own perception which makes it a specific reality of your life. It depends on which platform of life you are standing on to view a particular situation. It is our own perception which makes a particular event a reality of our life. Everyone has a unique way of looking at life, and so we all create a unique reality of life. We all create our own reality. Remember that while you have chosen that specific reality in your life theater, in the same moment in time, there are infinite numbers of realities that exist in form of probabilities. But you have chosen that particular one due to the fact that it is in present harmony with the way you have chosen to perceive life. You must pay attention to another principle at work here, which is that fear itself has no life of its own. It is your own attitude that gives it life. So what can you do? Simple. Just change your attitude and it will change your life. You can do that by changing your focus. Try a new experiment from now onwards. Only think about the things you want in your life. It is imperative to stop thinking about the things that you do not want in your life. Otherwise, you will create those situations in your life due to law of focus. Also, stop thinking about the life experiences that you are afraid of. This attitude will change the field of your life experiences and will enable you to create many miracles in your everyday life. Page 290. Every single positive and empowering thought you hold in your mind can serve your higher purpose. Every action that we undertake can be done with the integrity of higher self. Take time and decide what really you want in your life and plan it in detail. Fill your dreams with many vibrant colors. Fill it with passion. Think with your heart what you want. Strong emotions give more life energy to the things you want. It also fills your goal with magnetism and draws them into your life. You will attract more miracles in your life when you behave as your higher self and show the universe how much love you have for the object of your desire. It can be anything. It works every time. Remember, emotion of fear is a negative personality trait. It is not who you truly are. Your higher self is beyond any emotion of fear. So let go of fear, because it will create many obstructions on your path of creating miracles. It is because the energy created by the fear is very coarse and it is spinning at a very lower rate. The speed is so slow that it drags you down with it and you get stuck and inhibited. You will deprive yourself of the wonders of life by making the fear part of your experience. If you think seriously, you have learned the attitude of fear. Once you understand this fact, you can learn to let go of it as well. Now you know it does not serve any useful purpose. Unlearn it and say goodbye to it. Page 291. In a way, your learned fear is also showing that how good your mind is in learning things. At some time in your life, according to your environment and state of consciousness, it was necessary for you to learn to fear something, and you did so. You must give yourself credit that you have the power and resources to learn something so well. This gives another insight that if you can learn one thing so well, you can learn anything else just as well. It is because the process of learning is same. Now you can harness the same power and force and learn to create miracles in your life. Teach yourself the art of positive attitudes. Make a proper, appropriate, and higher use of your energies. Let it help you to realize your potential. There are many wonderful events of life that are waiting to become part of your life. All you have to do is to pay attention to many other options and possibilities that exist in our wonderful universe. The question arises that how can you do it? The key is to replace the attitude of fear with the attitude of faith and trust. Have faith and trust in the process of life. The attitude of trust and faith generates high-frequency vibrations. These vibrations create energy and open-mindedness. Start your day with an attitude of confidence and happiness. The energy thus released will connect you with universal life force. This will help you to create many miracles in your life. Once you learn to replace the attitude of fear with attitude of trust, faith, happiness and confidence, many more doors of opportunities will open for you. Page 292. You will be able to find more options and choices in your life. There are many gifts of life which you can claim with the right attitude. Give yourself permission and let the wave of miracles touch the shores of your life. Let it cascade you with true happiness and joy. Always remember that you are a winner. When you learn to follow your heart, everything that happens to you will be for your highest good. It is the grand plan of the universe. So do not be frightened, because when you are awake, meaning listening to your inner voice, you will be given necessary insights. This will help you sail through your life with ease and comfort. Once you learn to meditate, you will become aware of the energy of fear that you are suppressing. It starts to lose its hold on you. Learn to talk to your fears. Ask your fears, what are these energies telling you about yourself? What are you running away from? The energy of fear is only trying to draw your attention to some suppressed issues of your life. It is so that you can work out certain issues in your life which are creating obstruction in the path of creating miracles. When you trying to run away or deny the issue altogether, it comes back with more intense energy to make sure that you can hear it this time. go within the pain and fear, and it will guide you, and your higher self will find a way so that you can work out these issues with least pain and most learning. Page 293. When you learn to face life as your higher self, you have nothing to fear. Everything will work out to your advantage. It is the law of nature. Learn to love yourself. Learn to love your life. This will help you to learn to radiate love in the universe. Transform the energy of fear into the miracle of love by meditation. It is in the wonderland of love where the miracles are waiting for you. Just say yes to life with a loving heart, and you will be able to dance and sing in the rhythm of miracles. How to transcend the emotions of fear. When you are afraid of something or someone, it is due to the fact that your inner child is feeling insecure and vulnerable. In fact, when we are experiencing the negative emotions of fear, we have come face to face with our shadow part. It is one of our fragmented part that is attracting negative experiences through its memory of past experiences. It might be fear of losing something important, or fear of survival, or fear of unknown. Your fear might have something different in its center. That is why it is important to find out the root cause of your fear. It is one of your personality selves which has surfaced in your life to give you the opportunity to transcend the negative emotions into the positive and empowering energy. To deal with the negative emotions of fear, you need to enter into the center of the energy of your fear and face it with courage and trust. It is your fear, and it has a special message for you, and it is up to you to learn to release that negative energy from your aura. Once that energy is released, it will create an environment and a high frequency energy field in your aura. Page 294. In this newly created higher frequency field of your energy, you will be able to create higher experiences of life. It will help you to create synchronicity in life, which is a very important factor in creating what you want in your life and when you want. It gives you power to take control of your destiny. It means you can consciously create your heart's desire. To deal with fear, you have to reassure your inner child and make it feel safe. You can do that by becoming the loving parent to your inner child or the personality that is afraid and fearful. You have to give it your unconditional love and support. Do not be judgmental and criticize part of you that is already feeling insecure and is in pain. True journey of life is about becoming whole. We can only become whole by embracing all our fragmented parts in our soul love. These parts are trapped in the cyclone of negative energy of fear. These are prisoners in the landscape of dark valleys of ego self. To integrate these parts, you have to learn to link with your true essence. Your true essence is your soul self. Your soul self does not feel fear and insecurity. It is all powerful and beyond all negative emotions. It loves all our parts, including the shadow part, with unconditional love. A simple and short breathing exercise to release the sudden grip of fear. For dealing with your fears on deeper levels so that you can become free and relaxed in your life, You can do this meditation that is short but very effective. It can be done for any kind of fear, and whenever you feel a sudden grip of any fear, you can do this short breathing exercise. Page 295. 295. Take few deep breaths in and out and relax your body from head to toe. When you feel relaxed, imagine that you are letting go of all the fear and anxiety into the vastness of your soul self. Keep your gentle attention on your breathing. Follow the whole act of breathing for a short while. It helps you to relax deeply and it dissipates the negative emotion of fear. Repeat this exercise few times. It will calm you down and help you to deal with the emotion of fear. During this exercise, let your awareness follow your breath and it will relax you deeply. Just keep your gentle attention on your breathing without forcing it or affecting it. Just be aware of the movement caused by breathing. It is very relaxing and it will enable you to deal with fear. Guided meditation to release the emotion of fear and deal with the root cause of fear. Sit down somewhere where you will not be disturbed for about 15 minutes. Make yourself comfortable. You can do this meditation in lying down position as well if you want to. Take few deep breaths and relax yourself completely from head to toe. With every out breath, let all the tensions leave your body. Forget about the concerns of day-to-day life. Now say to yourself, I am connecting with my true essence. Repeat. Ask your higher self to help you in dealing with your specific fear or fear in general. Page 296. Imagine a bubble or ball or a balloon of golden light in front of you and make it as big as you can. Make it as bright as you can see it glowing with radiance of the golden light. As you do that, say to yourself that I am linking with the consciousness of this golden divine light. At this stage, you will feel a wave of unconditional love flowing towards you. Even if you cannot see or feel, just imagine it is there. It is love field of your true essence. Your true being is a part of the divine. As such, you always have the inherent center of divine within you in your original center. Enter into the center of ball or balloon of golden light that you can feel or see. Imagine your higher self is removing negative particles of fear and insecurity from your various energy fields. See it clearing and dissipating any negative baggage you are holding into the field of your experiences. Negative baggage can also create the feeling of fear and vulnerability due to overload and denseness of the vibrations. Negative baggage in our energy fields create dense and coarse particles which block the free flow of energy. It disturbs the energy dynamics in our whole body. Now imagine that your soul self is infusing your aura with golden light. See this light embracing each and every particle of your energy field with unconditional love of the pure primal energy principle. Feel that love radiating within all your energy bodies. See your feeling of self-worth being strengthened with this unconditional love. Say, I release all my fears and insecurities in the care of my higher self. Feel that all your fears and insecurities dissolve in this golden light. See the sacred space created by dissipation of these negative particles of fear and insecurity is being filled with pure light of universal unconditional love. Feel the feeling of empowerment and safety radiate into your whole being. Page 297. Know that your whole being is filled with the pure and empowering divine essence, and that you will be protected within this sacred center. This link with will help you to draw higher experiences into the field of your life experiences. This will enable you to create miracles in life. It helps to create synchronicity in your life so that you can manifest in your life what you want and when you want. This gives you control on your destiny. You can create the experiences of your life that hold true to your higher purpose. You will draw the opportunities in life that will help you to discover your deeper inner truth. Enjoy the feeling you experienced during meditation. This will help you integrate the energy generated by the process of meditation. Give thanks to your higher self and the universe. Also, thank your personality or your inner child for its cooperation and help. It is very important to show your gratitude because it generates higher frequency particles of energy into your aura. Expanded aura helps you to magnetize happy and empowering experiences in your life. It helps to create miracle in your life. When you are ready to resume your day-to-day activities, make sure that you are wide awake and fully alert before you drive or operate any machinery. It is because sometimes you might feel a bit drowsy after meditation and your reflexes might not be natural due to feeling of deep relaxation. Page 298. Soul Thoughts for Affirmation and Contemplation. First of all, there are some suggestions as to how to use these soul thoughts for connecting with your higher self and expanding your state of consciousness. Take one thought as the particular idea for the day. Throughout the day, keep your focus on that thought. You can use your creativity, and once you get some idea of the process, you can listen to your higher self and use the thoughts inspired by your soul self. At the end of the day, write down the main theme of your experiences and thank your higher self and universe for bringing these experiences in your life. It is because the attitude of appreciation helps you in many ways. Some of these are as follows. First, it expands your consciousness. Second, it helps you to integrate soul wisdom and point of view into your everyday life. Third, it also enables you to think positive and empower your everyday life with energy that will help you create miracles. Fourth, it helps you to avoid negative chatter in your mind and you learn to take control of your thoughts. Fifth, your thoughts are the keys for entering into your soul landscape where you become connected with the true and higher creative power of your soul self. Sixth, it also helps you to dissipate the negative energy that you have accumulated over the years. It happens simply because you are not giving energy to your old emotions and mindsets, and eventually they lose their grip on you and start to disperse from your aura. Overall effect is that you get power to create the realities of your soul self rather than the negative and traumatic experiences in your life. Page 299. Some soul thoughts and affirmations are as follows. I am willing to bring all my personality selves that are feeling the fear into soul light and love. I am willing and ready to release all my fears, and my higher self is helping me to do so. I am connected with my higher consciousness, and in that state of being, I easily let go of my feelings of fear. I replace all my fears and anxieties with unconditional love of the universe. I release all my anxieties into the universal energy, where these can find their own resolution and become harmless. I replace all my life experiences of fear and anxiety with the higher experiences of unconditional love. I replace my fears and anxieties with my inner resources. My higher self is totally supporting me in releasing my fear and anxieties. The gracious universe is creating an environment of unconditional love for me. Page 300. The gracious universe is creating an environment of unconditional love for me, where I can link up with my soul courage and confidence to face up to my fears and anxieties. There is a golden web of unconditional love and light around my energy field of experiences. In the higher consciousness of light and love, I am always protected. I am totally safe and secure in this realm of universal love and light. I am soul, and in my soul, I am beyond any fear and anxiety. I am soul, and in my soul, I am beyond any negative emotions of life. I am soul, and in my soul, I am always safe and secure. I am soul, and in my soul, I am capable of replacing my fears and anxieties with unconditional love of the universe. Page 301. Forgiveness flows naturally from a compassionate heart. By forgiving, you free yourself from the bondages of ego. Page 302. Forgiveness. I am soul, and in soul, I am learning to forgive me, learning to forgive you, and all that there is, so I could be free, so that you could be free, and we can dwell together in that pure light and love, to live in love and harmony together, to grow together, and find the true purpose of our lives together. Throughout the day, gently hold the word forgiveness in your awareness and silently say to yourself, I forgive myself, and I forgive everyone and everything which I do not like.
End of Volume 3.